Sunshine and stadium lights, crowds loud, moving just right. Helmets clash under the night. Football's back, it's pure delight. Long pass at the end zone. Fans cheer, hearts feel at home. Touchdown dance set the tone. Winning games, we back in the zone. Football is back, hear the roar. Every week is what we live for. Fans unite.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a walkthrough of a truly unique aircraft, the revolutionary HondaJet. And as you'll see, this is the perfect ride for Game Day Private Jets members who want to fly smarter, faster, and in style. But before we get started, I want to thank our friends over at Leviate Air Group and Gill Aviation for opening up the facility and this amazing private jet for us. So why is this plane such a game changer for college football travel? It's simple, efficiency. The HondaJet is a comfortable 4-passenger plane built for quick regional travel. It's ideal for those out and back same-day game day experiences where you want to zip in and zip out without spending the whole day on the road. Imagine flying from Austin to Houston, Texas to catch a Longhorn versus Cougars game. Instead of a 3-hour drive, you're in the air for about 20 minutes, right to the tarmac and direct to the tailgate. The HondaJet is a BLJ, or a very light jet, with a maximum cruising speed of over 420 knots, which is about 485 miles an hour. The airplane has a range of about 1,400 nautical miles, and it could easily handle most regional trips. It really is the perfect aircraft when traveling with 4 passengers or less and flying under 2 hours. But the most striking feature is the over-the-wing engine mount, or OTW-EM. Say that 5 times fast. This unique design gives it better fuel efficiency, a quieter cabin, and a surprisingly spacious fuselage. It also allows for an impressive amount of luggage capacity for a jet of this size. It has both the nose compartment and an aft cargo compartment, which is perfect for golf clubs or your tailgating gear. Now let's go take a look at the cockpit.
The HondaJet features the advanced Garmin G3000 avionics suite, a fully integrated glass flight deck with 3 large screens and dual touch screen controllers. The cockpit is designed to reduce pilot workload, making the flight safer and more efficient. The design is pure Honda, sleek, elegant, and infused with Japanese influence. You see it in the clean lines and the minimalist yet luxurious cabin. This thoughtful design extends even to the lavatory, which is a surprisingly spacious and functional space for a jet in this class.
Sunshine and stadium lights, crowds loud, moving just right. Helmets clash under the night. Football's back, it's
All right, guys. Well, here we have Mr. Rob Rosenberg, managing partner at Leviate Air Group, who's going to be our guest picker for week number 2. Rob, how are you? And welcome.
I am good, sir. I'm always happy to see you. We go back quite a while, so I'm glad we get to experience this together.
I love it. I love it. Well, first off, congrats on the success of Leviate with you and the partners of Lewis and Randall.
Thank you.
Love seeing the growth, and also thank you very much for taking care of my client last week on your HondaJet. I've been trying to get him on that airplane for a while, and first time he flew on it, absolutely loved it, and I gave him the classic "I told you so." So that's what I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit, get a little background on Leviate, talk about these HondaJets a little bit, why you guys and why we also think that they're a great fit for college football travel, and then of course we're going to see if your picks of games are just as good as your picks of aircraft for your fleet.
I am a betting man, so hopefully, if I haven't placed my bets yet, so maybe my picks will be better before I place my bet, but we'll see.
We're about to find out. So, but first off, so give us a little background real quick on Leviate Air Group, kind of who Leviate is, and then we'll kind of talk about the planes and the HondaJets as well.
Sure. Well, I guess first and foremost, obviously here at Leviate, we consider ourselves to be one of the, premier US-based private jet charter and management companies. I have 2 awesome business partners, Randall Mize and Louis, or some people refer to him as Luis Barros, however you're feeling that day. And we're super excited. We started the company about 11 years ago now, so super excited to grow the fleet. Obviously, we'll be getting into a little later about all the Honda Jets that we've added to our fleet, specifically for some football college game day travel, which will be exciting. But yeah, safety is obviously a very big deal to us all in this industry. We are Argus Platinum. We just received probably now about 6 months ago our ISBEO Stage 3 safety credentials, which we're extremely proud about. That's not easy to get, and I don't think a lot of operators out there have that status. So a big props to our team, our DO, our chief pilot, our VP of operations, putting in all the hard work to get that done for us.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a um, for those not in the industry, when you get these certifications like Argus Platinum, ISBEO Stage 3, these things take a lot of work and they take a lot of time to get. And that's exactly one of the reasons why we like to work with Leviate and your team, because you guys put safety as a focus, but you guys also have a good culture. You have a great team there, just across the board from the pilots that we meet on a regular basis with all the flights. And it's just we know that we're always in good hands when we fly with you guys. So really appreciate the investment and the time that you guys put into that operating certificate.
And actually, another little side note on that, we did just add as well, we added an owner's experience director. Her name is Amber Smith. And so that's another piece to this puzzle. Once we always thought that we would get to a size of aircraft that we have in our fleet, it's super important to have that liaison between everything operations and the aircraft owner, as well as making sure that all trips go off successfully.
No, absolutely. I love that. So speaking of the fleet, what is the fleet looking like today? What are some of the airplanes that you guys have? Kind of provide us some input on that.
Sure. So we currently actually have a fleet of 15 aircraft. We have 6 HondaJets. We have 4 Challenger 300s, Citation XLS, XLS Plus, Global 5000, which is one of our newer managed aircraft on the fleet. So we operate domestically, and then obviously having the Challenger 300s and the Global 5000, that's what gives us a lot of international operations. So our team is 24/7, 365. And we're helping out and assisting and flight tracking and making sure that all permits are in place for any international travel as well, not just domestic.
Awesome, awesome. What's the furthest place you guys have gone on the global? Or what's the coolest place you guys have gone on the global?
Well, right now, our aircraft owner actually, he just got back he did Mexico, which everybody goes to Mexico, I get that. But
Yes, we do.
then he went to Greece, and then a couple days, he's going to Croatia from Greece, and Brazil. I think he had a lot of business in Brazil. So honestly, quite a few different places already on the global, and the owner is super excited with his new toy. But it will be readily available for charter very soon once he gets back stateside.
All right, and we look forward to the game day private jets discount when we're ready to come charter that airplane. So
You could fit a whole football team on there.
that's right, that's right. But we prefer to fly the passengers and the alumni and donors to games.
Sure,
So
sure.
I love that. Well, great. Okay, so we've talked about some of the big equipment, and now I'd like to ask a question about the HondaJet fleet. So, could you tell us a little bit about your HondaJet fleet, the airplane itself, sort of what the feedback has been from the consumers and the customers that have been flying on that airplane? I love the airplane. I think it's great, and it's just a really solid option for college football travel. But tell us about your fleet a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the biggest reason we got into it is, number one, we have a couple of them that are based here in Dallas, so we're centrally located, which is great. So a lot of these guys and girls, when they're ready to go to different football games, especially regional, with the HondaJet having a 2 hour to 2.5 hour range, it's perfect for 4 to 5 people for that college football travel. We've noticed in the past that typically if there's a mid-size available that seats 8 people or super mid, that's 9, a lot of the folks come back and they say, we don't need an aircraft that size. We're just going, an hour and a half away or 2 hours and we got, 3 to 4 or 3 to 5 people. A lot of good feedback. And I guess the last thing about the Hondas that make them pretty popular is their efficiency. They're extremely efficient aircraft, and they're perfect for those types of missions.
Yeah, I agree. So you guys have some that are 4 and 5 seats, I guess, because of the difference in the galley configuration, or are they all 5 seats?
I think all the ones on fleet right now are 5. It's the 4 captain chairs, and there's one chair kind of facing the door, I believe. And the other thing that a lot of people don't know about the Honda Jets, even though they are smaller, light jets, they all have an enclosed lavatory as well. So, for the slightly longer travel, there is a lavatory on board that passengers can use. And every single one of our Honda Jets do come with complimentary Wi-Fi as well.
I love that. Yeah, it's got the signature blue lavatory sink in there in those Honda Jets, and I'll tell you the thing that surprised me the most about that airplane. Well, really two things. Number one, when you sit there, you could have four guys like us. We're 6 foot, 6'2". You could have four guys sitting in front of each other all together in that double club configuration, and your knees are still 5, 6 inches away from even touching.
Oh yeah, that's the first thing you notice when you sit in there because typically when you have that club configuration or double club configuration on some of the super mids, you do notice that you are a little close to the other individual's knees. But yes, the Honda Jet, the configuration, they definitely did a good job with the amount of space that they have to still make it feel very spacious when you're inside the cabin.
Yeah, so it's kind of like you're sitting in the back of a limo. But the other part too is because of the like we talked about earlier on the video, the engine mounts that are non-traditional. They're not attached to the fuselage. They're on the engine, which is of course the design specs from Honda. Super quiet in that airplane.
Yeah.
Super quiet.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. A lot of people are probably used to using King Air 200s, turboprops, Pilatus for these types of travel to go to college football games. But now that we can offer this quieter, faster solution with the Honda Jet, it makes a lot of sense for these types of folks.
No, it is. It's a great airplane, and I'm glad you guys have those, and I'm glad that they're here in the Texas area where we have a whole lot of football to go catch. It's regional, so
Oh yeah, for sure.
all right. It's the moment of truth. We talked airplanes. Now we're going to talk a little bit about some college football picks and see what Mr. Rob Rosenberg, managing partner at Leviate Air Group, knows about football. So last week our guest picker went 1 for 5.
Oh.
Granted, he was 12 years old. So we'll see what you can do on this one. So we got 5 games that I picked out, and let's go through them one at a time here. So the first game is going to be Texas A&M versus Utah State. So after a convincing win against a tough opponent in week 1, the Aggies, which are ranked number 19, are now at home for an intriguing non-conference matchup against Utah State. It's a good test for the new-look Aggie squad and a chance for them to make another statement at home. So Texas A&M, Utah State, who you got?
Well, I will have to say, since A&M do play the Fighting Irish next week, I'm going to assume that they're going to want to put in a pretty strong performance so they can build up some confidence going up against Utah State. So my pick, hands down on this one, is going to be the Aggies all the way.
All right, Texas A&M. Bing. All right, next game, which this is going to be kind of interesting to see who you pick here, is going to be Baylor at SMU. So this Texas rivalry is definitely a much watch as the number 17, ranked SMU takes on Baylor. SMU is coming off a dominant performance in their season opener, and they're looking to carry that momentum into this key rivalry game. The winner, of course, is going to get some major bragging rights in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So who you got, Baylor or SMU?
So you mentioned a key word there or a key geographic location, Dallas-Fort Worth. So since our headquarters are in Dallas-Fort Worth, I'm going to have to go with the Ponies. We have close proximity to the stadium here with, Dallas Love Field being down the street where some of our aircraft are based. And of course, we've got some pretty good clientele from the area. So go Ponies on this one.
All right. SMU. All right. Game number 3, we have Iowa at Iowa State. So this annual rivalry is always a heated battle, and this year's no exception. Iowa State, ranked number 16, and Iowa at 21, is a clash of the top 225 teams. So the Hawkeyes are looking to bounce back after a disappointing offensive performance in their last game, while the Cyclones are riding high after a solid win. So who you got, Iowa or Iowa State?
So under normal circumstances, I honestly probably wouldn't even look at this game. But since you asked, I had to do a little bit of research. And I did learn that Iowa leads the head-to-head battle in this series 47-24. And they've won 6 straight on the road against the Cyclones. So with those stats, I'm going to have to go with Iowa.
All right. Well, good thing you're a betting man. So we'll lock that one in. Iowa. All right. This other one here is coming up. Game number 4. We have Ole Miss versus Kentucky. So the number 20 ranked Ole Miss Rebels are facing a strong challenge on the road in Lexington against Kentucky. Both teams are coming into this game with solid wins under their belts, making this a key SEC matchup with potential conference championship implications down the line. So who you got? You got a Kiffin squad at Ole Miss or Kentucky?
So this one, I got to fall back to what happened last year. Ole Miss went in and played Kentucky, and Kentucky upset them, and nobody thought that was going to happen. So I think this year they're definitely going to be looking for a little bit of a revenge. So I'm going with the Rebels, but I do think the scoreline is going to be a lot closer than what people think.
All right. We'll lock that one in. All right. Finally, Oklahoma State and Oregon. These top two teams clash in a high-stakes non-conference battle in Eugene. The number 6 ranked Oregon Ducks will be looking to solidify their position after a statement win in their first game. They'll face an Oklahoma State team that is well rested after a bye week and will be eager to prove themselves on the national stage.
So two things here that are going to influence my pick. Number one, we have a lot of people here at Leviate that are actually OU alum that do not like OSU. So that automatically leans me towards the Ducks. But the second thing is, in all honesty, I think the Ducks are favored by about 4 touchdowns here. So my money's on the Ducks on this one.
All right. We'll lock that one in for Oregon. All right. Well, cool. Okay. So we got these picks in. So we're going to see just how good you are. And we'll catch up on Monday on these guys.
Well, hold on, Garcia. Before I let you leave, I do have to put you on the hot spot here, Mr. Louisiana football. I see your little LSU helmet there in the background. Who do you think is going to win the Louisiana Tech LSU battle in Baton Rouge?
Rob, you son of a gun. Kind of had that one set up there with these helmets. So, obviously here at Game Day Private Jets, we want everybody to win, and we want everybody to save money while they fly private. I think for this game, we really just want a good, clean game, nobody to get hurt, and we really want to support all of our Louisiana teams. But as a La Tech alum, I love what Louisiana Tech's doing. Coach Cumbie in the program, they're making some noise, and but you kind of got to think which one of the two teams is probably going to have a better chance at a national championship. And so, while I think La Tech's going to put up a really good fight, I do believe that LSU is probably going to win this game. And if I was a betting man, which I am, I would bet that LSU is going to win this game.
I'm definitely going to have to take that side as well, sir. No doubt about it. It's going to be LSU. Interesting fact, we do have one of our charter executives here that is a La Tech alum and played baseball at La Tech. So I'm sure he'll be on the other side, and we might do a little intercompany wager, but I'll approach him at the right time.
We're talking about Mr. Luke Giddens?
That's who we're talking about.
All right. Well, awesome. Luke, we'll see. We'll see how this one goes off this weekend, my man. Okay. Well, Rob, look, I definitely appreciate you taking the time. You and the whole team at Leviate have been great. We're going to see just how good your picks are. If you do go 5 for 5, we'll be sure to ship you over a bottle of Goodnight Loving vodka. And if you go 0 for 5, what are you sending me?
Man, that's tough. I'll send you a bottle of liquor as well. I know what you like to drink. I'll send it over.
There we go. We'll take that and a 20% off the next HondaJet booking.
We can arrange that.
Excellent. All right, Rob. Well, thanks, my man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks a lot.
HondaJet isn't just a great plane. It's a testament to intelligent design and efficiency. It's exactly the kind of smart, sophisticated travel that we offer here at Game Day Private Jets. Our members have access to this HondaJet at preferred member pricing, along with 40 different models to choose from on a trip-by-trip basis. Members can book individual charters or take advantage of our community platform, where they can share flights with other local members and save up to 75% on travel. 75%. So look, college football's back. It's a great time for you and your family to join Game Day Private Jets and take advantage of flying on aircraft like this HondaJet and our same-day game day experiences, which start at only $10,000 round trip. So come check us out at GameDayPrivateJets.com and start flying like a champion today.